Mamma Mia. I was fucking thirsty, so I got me a Fanta. It was an orange Fanta too.
We're good on audio.
Oh, you good? Okay. I'm still pouring my orange Fanta.
Wait,
Wait, what you say?
I have a question.
What's your question?
Okay, I had this debate at work. Are we live?
Yeah,
we are.
Yeah.
Oh, I had this debate at work with my coworkers, and they say it's Fanta, but I think it's Fanta because the Fanta girls say, Fanta, Fanta, don't you want to? Am I right?
No.
I'll
Girls say it, then that means it's right.
No, what the fuck?
This is just another flavor of the GIF versus GIF debate.
My thing, like, really think about it. Really think about it. If the drink is called Fanta, or sorry, what is it? Fanta.
Fanta.
If it's called Fanta,
Like a manta ray.
the girls be saying Fanta, Fanta, like
because they got an accent.
No.
they're from fucking the Caribbeans or something.
No. I didn't remember anything else about that commercial except for the Fanta girls and what they said. They made an impact because I always wanted to be a Fanta girl. I always wanted to Fanta girl.
Horrible profession to try to pursue. By the way, they're not even exist anymore. They're defunct.
I'm talking about dressing up as one.
Oh.
So, like, if that's not how you say it, then why the fuck do y'all have the girls saying it? Like, I grew up thinking like that was it, and I don't care. I'm still standing on that. I'm standing on what I said. It's Fanta.
I mean, you can stand on it. You know, it'll be wrong, but
it's Fanta.
All right. Well, for Erica, it's Fanta in her head, so you know that'll live rent free in her brain. But other than that, what's poppin', everybody? My name is Dylan Freddy, aka Cuddle Sauce, back with another episode of the Sauce Talks. We're back. We had to take a 2-week hiatus because last week everybody was doing spooky things. So once again and stuff, we had Walter on the show last week. We missed it and stuff. Great to have him there. It was a full boy session. So Erica, you missed a lot. You know, we missed being some absolute dogs, some savages. All right, but today we actually talking about something that it's kind of old news, but it's been living in my brain rent free for like the past few weeks. Okay, and I'm just excited to talk about this because I just want to see what's Erica's response. Because I feel like there's one on here that like I think like we're gonna totally disagree on because I'm a diehard fan of it. But I guess I could give you guys the backstory of all of this. So there was a viral video going around of this woman practically being upset that this man was taking her out to Cheesecake Factory. So, it's a big thing. Everyone was talking about it, saying that woman is, just an asshole for, like, blasting this guy, and he was taking her to Cheesecake Factory. Which, by the way, to let y'all know, that video was staged, okay? It was actually created by, like pretty much one of those small, like, Darman level videos where they'd be like, what would you do in this situation? So it was very much, like, staged. But I gotta give them this. They did a damn good job convincing, the entire planet that this lady capped this dude on a fucking IG live, and he had to sit there and defend himself. So great job to them. Excellent actors and stuff. And of all places, it came off of TikTok, which is unbelievable because I think anything acting wise on TikTok is absolute dog shit. But that's a conversation for another day. So premise was, he shouldn't have took her to Cheesecake Factory as a first date. And, a lot of people were conflicted about that because, it's the Cheesecake Factory. And honestly, like, the Cheesecake Factory, even though it's a chain and whatnot, it pretty much, it's a nice chain, let's be honest. Like, tell me one time that you've seen a Cheesecake Factory that looked beat or didn't look like an actual respectable restaurant, as far as quality wise for chain restaurants, like Cheesecake Factory always had like a higher level of like design and exquisiteness and stuff. But with that being said, um, during that during this time, and when I would say like roughly about a week after, we actually got a list from someone out there that's either deranged or women absolutely refuse to go on a first date and on the first date too. And thank you to the ladies who reached out to me to help me on my list. Okay, so whoever is the author of this, first of all, we're about to rip into you, and then second of all, this was like the poorest Family Feud survey and stuff that I've ever seen in my life. Okay, so I sent them guys like the list earlier before the show, but like I'm gonna go run through real quick like some of these places, and then we're just gonna hop into it. Okay. By the way, these are not in like order of like worst to best or anything like that. These are just places that apparently ladies don't want to be taken to on a first date. And here you go. I can see Erica smirking. I can see the demon in her,
Yes.
brewing and stuff. I just can't wait to get to the one that I'm like, I know she's gonna disagree with, but we're gonna get into it. Okay, so here we go. Cheesecake Factory, Applebee's, Chili's, Lobster, a buffet, IHOP, Denny's, the gym, church, Starbucks, coffee dates, ice cream dates. I know. Let me finish. Family functions, movie nights, and like they didn't specify like theaters. So it says Netflix, Hulu, and etc. So we're gonna leave it to like movie nights as far as streaming platforms. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, actually, they did. I said it earlier. My bad. Somewhere that requires a long drive, bowling, nightclubs, a hookah bar, a bar just for drinks, Waffle House, and sporting events.
What's wrong with the sporting event? I'm trying to be courtside.
I mean, let's go ahead and jump into it. So, like, first of all, what do you think is the most absurd thing on this list? Like, what do you think is just like a hard, like, what the fuck, like, why? And keep in mind, this is first dates. Like, y'all are meeting for the first time. Y'all been josing, as the new kids say it, and whatnot. You been talking for a while, and this person was like, hey, I want to take you out on the first date. How y'all feel about this list? Talk to me.
I feel like the one that stands out to me most is just like, what's wrong with this is, and I'm not a real like big coffee drinker by any means, but like coffee dates. Like I feel like that's a real casual, decent way to just like meet up somewhere nice and comfortable and just have some face-to-face time and just chill and like get to know each other better in person. See all the chemistry in person is.
Yeah, and that's kind of a good one because like I was a little bit astonished about like, so like they separated Starbucks and coffee dates, which I would say is the same thing, because most of the stuff being served at Starbucks is stuff that you probably could get at any coffee shop, such as like scones, like little sandwiches and things like that. But like, I
feel like the difference there would be the atmosphere more than the menu. Because like a local coffee shop is more likely to feel more like homey, cozy. Like you could have like a nice little like outside part of it where you're just like on a deck and like waiting for your coffee. But Starbucks is just like corporation.
I don't know. Like I've seen some Starbucks that are really like fucking like nice vibe and shit. Like in Vegas, there's a Starbucks in Summerlin that's like very like, I wouldn't say it's tucked away, but like you go in there and there's fucking Take 5 by Dave Brubeck playing, and this chick with like purple and green hair with like arm tattoos and whatnot that makes you the most exquisite caramel frappuccino with 2 shots and stuff. By the way, I actually had that when I went there. So, but it was very much like a vibe. So like. I mean, I guess, like, with Starbucks, is like, I get it. It's, like, corporation and, it can feel kind of, the atmosphere can feel imposing.
Yeah.
But like I think it's very like location based.
Yeah.
Like you
I would
very
agree.
much can be in a Starbucks that feels like a CC's, but yeah, it could definitely give you like that local coffee shop vibe and stuff, and especially if you like, are in a smaller town. Most of the times, like Starbucks are really like cozy, So, Erica, what you grinning for?
Because I have a lot to say. So I don't remember the whole list because it was kind of big, but a couple stood out to me, and then I just thought of a couple. I'm very low maintenance, and I'm like, oh, okay, like as long as like the vibes are there, and it's a good time and whatnot, and it's to me like more the thought that counts. I don't mind as much like where the first day is, like where we go, but I also think it matters like how long have I known him? Did I just meet him? Like where are we at kind of thing. It's levels to this, like no
Right.
matter which way you look at it. So for me, I draw the line at like, first of all, nigga, why the fuck are you taking me to a club? You obviously don't want to get to know me, you just want to fuck me. Like what kind of date is that
That's
going to
true.
club?
That's
Unless it's
true.
unless it is Magic City, I don't have a problem with that because I heard they have great chicken wings. I don't have a problem with that.
Not great chicken wings.
It's level, but you feel me? Like it's levels to this. So unless it's some shit like Magic City, okay, like I'm down. If you take me to Waffle House, you want us to go like the people have some unsettled beef to squash, like because I don't know him. I'm not throwing the bitches with him. Waffle House definitely a no. The club definitely a no. Hookah, there's nothing wrong with that. Like drink bar, like I've gone to a bar for a first date. I've gone to movies. I don't have a problem with that. But I think it's like levels. Like with the movies, drive-in movie or regular theater movie. I've done both, but still a vibe. If a nigga takes me to Denny's, what? Because Denny's the runs. And
not the run.
Yes,
the runs.
It's fucking disgusting. I'm a Chili's girl. I love Chili's. So don't you dare take me to Applebee's, bitch. I'm gonna be like the subscriber that you text no longer. This number is no longer.
So you wait. So you say you're low maintenance, but you wouldn't go to Applebee's on a first date, even though they got 2-for-1 margaritas?
Not water, alcohol. I fucking hate Applebee's. I had to go for my homecoming, and I absolutely hated it. It was so ghetto. It was just a bad experience. I don't get good vibes in there. When I'm in Chili's, it's great people, great food, great drinks, great prices. I can hear God in the Chili's.
I can hear God.
Oh, bye. Okay, and then also I feel like fast food, it depends on like where we are. Like, how old am I? How old is the guy? It's happy if like someone you catch someone's eye. But I mean, now I'd be like a little bit eyebrow raised, nigga. Like,
how broke are you?
How broke?
Like, I've heard some guys that even will take you to not as good of a place on the first date to test you. Like, what kind of girl is she? Is she high maintenance? Is she gonna jump down my throat, or like, is she gonna be humble? Like, how's she gonna respond to this? But if a nigga takes me to Arby's, lose my number. Like cardboard, and I fucking hate cardboard.
So what's up, baby? We have the meats, and I also got a $15 coupon. I spent $15 and get $3 off.
And I'm out of here because who eats Arby's? Serial killers.
Serial killers.
Like, so that's my little TED talk. I'm very low maintenance. Like, as long as he has a personality, I'm not carrying the conversation. Like, it's not like pulling teeth trying to have a conversation. It's just flowing naturally. And, we have a good time. He's respectful. But one of my rules also is I will not go on a first date in like a secluded place because, nigga, I don't know you.
That's fair. That's fair. That's very fair.
Like, open place where there's people around. And then I always would tell like my girlfriends, like my sisters, like, hey, bitch, I'm going on a date. Like, if anything happens to me, you have my location. Like, it was this nigga,
Yep. Yeah, and that's super important, and I think that's a good thing that like whenever you go out, you actually like let people know, and so that's the one thing on this list that I actually do like fuck with like in its entirety is somewhere that requires a long drive, because like, you know, you just don't know nowadays. Like, people are fucking crazy. Like, if a motherfucker was like, "Hey, I'm taking you on a date, but it's an hour away," then
No,
you know,
no, red
like,
flag.
yeah, shit. Why is it an hour away? Like, what's an hour away? You know, what's so important that we couldn't do it here? You know, they talking about, oh, we're
Like,
going
that's not first date shit. That's like fifth date shit.
They're like, oh, we going horseback riding.
Okay.
Where? There's shit an hour away. It's fucking
Okay, maybe.
yeah.
You know.
Yeah, no, fuck that. No, I'm not fucking doing that. And plus, like, that's gas money. You know, I'm looking for like the actual person taking out the date. I'm not about to drive an hour away and whatnot to meet up with you and potentially get like rejected. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. Now you just got hit with a 2-for-1 whammy. You just wasted gas and you gotta take that trip back. Okay? So technically you wasted 2 hours of drive time, whatever money you spend on whatever cost you this long drive, just to get blocked and also fancifully laughed at by best friends or whatever. You know, you never know. But the one thing that you said I couldn't, but like I know.
Huh?
Yeah, the one thing
What?
that one thing I really can't fuck with is the Waffle House. Like, come on, man. Waffle House.
Do you want to get in a brawl? Like, what's going on?
Like, now, let me say there's a caveat. I think it's the time that you go to Waffle House, okay? Like, I don't think that Waffle House would be a bad first date and whatnot. Don't get me wrong, it's very, like, low maintenance, you know? But, like, you don't go to Waffle House for the food, you go for the experience and stuff. So, like, you know, if you see that motherfucker smoking in the back, you know this food gonna smack in the first place. But if you don't, you're just there for, like, you know, the homie vibes and the yellow bricks and, you know, the fucking lady that's behind the counter that can never get the price right and shit. But she also call you, you know, baby and Sha and stuff like that. You know, she's your auntie for your entire meal and why. So like Waffle House, I think. Now, obviously, I'm not gonna take a motherfucker to Waffle House at 2 a.m. on a Saturday. No, okay?
That's just asking for trouble.
I'm not trying to be fucking Goku in Waffle House on our first date, okay? I'm not about to try to be in a fucking gauntlet to defend this potential relationship. I just fucking drooled. Oh,
I saw that.
shut up. I'm just thinking about Waffle House.
The Waffle House tournament arc.
I could use a great American right now. So, anyway, honestly, I'm not trying to go through a motherfucking gauntlet for Waffle House, okay? I want to sit down, talk on this somewhat greasy counter and whatnot, and like just conversate. Because here's the thing, okay? And here's how I look at it. If I take you to Waffle House, I'm gonna focus less on the food and more on you, okay? Like the food, I'm like, all right, you know, it's there, it exists, yada yada, and shit. But I'm gonna want to be conversating with you the whole time because, first of all, Waffle House is a huge open space. Like for how small the building is, the space is massive. Like you can't escape that. What you gonna do? Say, oh, I gotta go to the bathroom? Yeah, you go to the bathroom. You can't run out the back. Okay. And you see, yeah, you see, you're trapped at Waffle House. On that first date, you're fucking trapped there. If you don't like me, you gonna have to tell me right then and there. Because you can't be like, oh, I gotta go to the bathroom, and then fucking, I'm waiting 30 minutes, and you done dipped out 30 minutes ago. Nah, sit your ass right here. You don't like me? You know what I'm saying? Say what you gotta say, so I can make sure I split this bill. You're gonna be responsible for this other $9.18, okay? But that's
Paying
incredible.
for half of this hash brown.
Yeah, take out this hash brown. Oh, and you got extra eggs too? Yeah, put that on your tab. My bad, it was 10-12. So with that, Waffle House, I fucks with, okay? I don't get why that's such a big problem. Now, obviously, like I said, Saturday night, 2 a.m., I'm not taking you to Waffle House, okay? I gotta deal with a fucking anime fighting arc in Waffle House on a Saturday at 2 a.m. This is a local. I'm convinced that they teach their coworkers that you have to have some type of fighting background in order to work there on a Saturday. There has to be. Okay, so I'm not taking you that, but like Waffle House on a Tuesday morning at like 7 a.m. Yeah, I'm taking you that. Let's go talk. Let's go talk over these greasy ass eggs. Okay.
No, the only reason I know is because shit can pop there at any time. Doesn't matter what time. Peak is 2 a.m. on a Saturday night. So
that's peak.
I'm
That's peak niggatry. Like, you know, there's.
what if I go on the date with the nigga and he decides not to tip, and the staff decides to get on that?
I mean, first of all,
Like,
I think you have to tip at Waffle House. There's no way. Like, Waffle House is too cheap to not tip. Your 20% gonna be like $4.
Plus, they definitely don't get paid enough for what they have to witness on a daily basis.
I don't need to know what. I need to know who spends $30 or more on Waffle House for two people.
With two people, pardon my French. I apologize if this.
I'm not convinced.
I do not use.
Convinced.
I don't use bitches as female here. I use bitches as people.
Yeah,
wait,
that's
hold on. Physically, or like I'm just a greedy motherfucker. Like how?
Both.
It's kind of loud. I like to eat, but it's kind of loud in here.
It's kind of louder. So you mean to tell me you spent $30 in a Waffle House sitting? You don't like think about how much food that is. Think about how much food is in $30 of a Waffle House.
No, I haven't, but eat my size to eat my fill, what I normally eat. Like, I don't give a fuck what he's talking about. I don't care. Like, oh, it's not gonna look cute. This is me. This is me. Okay. I don't eat like a bird, so I have an appetite. I'm not gonna put a filter on it just because I'm on a date with somebody's son. Like, I'm gonna eat my fill, but I'm not eating that much at Waffle House. I was gonna try to eat a little slower. I'm like, okay, it can't be feeding time at the zoo. So I got locked in. I got him locked in, and he ain't going nowhere. Then I can get a little bit more comfortable.
Yeah. So, and that's another thing. Like, I think it's quality too. So when it's low quality, I feel like you don't have to put up like a wall or put up a front, which is why like Waffle House is kind of I'll take you to Waffle House because I'm trying to know what you are in your actual element. Okay, if I take you to fucking Ruth Chris on our first date, first of all, that's a terrible idea. Okay. First reason why is if I take you to Ruth Chris, your expectation is gonna be that moving forward. Okay. Like that quality restaurant. And I might not be the type of nigga that have that quality money. Okay. Secondly, okay, you're gonna put on a front of what you would deem as your best self at that point. Okay. But that's not what I'm going. If we're gonna be dating, well past this, I'm not gonna see that on a daily basis. Okay. I'm trying to see you in your fucking bonnet. All right. I'm trying to see you in sweatpants and shit like that, and you burping over your grits and eggs. Like, I'm not trying to see you fucking fuck around and use a butter knife to try to cut a steak, because I know you're capping. First of all, you can't even use that type of knife. So that's what I'm talking about. Like, there's an expectation between what restaurants that you go through and stuff. Like, if you going to like pubs and stuff like that, you're going to act more in your element than if you were to be taken to like these expensive, exquisite restaurants, because that's you like from the way I would see it is you're gonna expect me to take you to these restaurants all the time because your first expectation is that I got a shit ton of money.
Yeah, I was about to say.
You're not gonna be helping shit on every day. He didn't put shrimp on his steak. Could you believe it? That was an extra $5.
Can I chime in?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, me personally, just let's say if a guy were to like take me on the first date to, I know, Steak 48, some expensive place, I wouldn't automatically expect that like moving forward every time. I would just be like, oh, like I would notice it, but I wouldn't be like, oh, like, you know, some people like make a comment like someone might be like, oh, like he got money, or like say something to the guy like, oh, I'm glad you took me here, because if you would have took me somewhere less expensive, like, you know, like I probably wouldn't have shown up kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't expect that moving forward. I would just be like, okay, like to me, he's trying to make a good first impression. Like, you know, he's setting the tone. I wouldn't expect it moving forward, but I would just be like, okay, that tells me that we're not always just going to be doing regular themes. Like, because every once in a while, I think it is important to like, you know, go
Yeah.
things up big, like do things
Right.
big.
Right.
It doesn't happen all the time, because I'm not even the kind of person that's like, oh my gosh, we have to be going out all the time. It's more like every blue moon or like surprise me kind of thing. Like
Yeah.
I like that, but I don't look to a nigga to be like, oh, instantly, like he needs to pay, or like looking to him to like automatically take me to like a nice restaurant.
So
Because it's not
yeah. So
crack.
here's my
Sorry,
thing
go
about
ahead.
that though. Like, you know, and this is not to like bash on like, you know, anything that you guys say, because
Okay.
what I want to say is not everybody is like you. Okay. I do,
I know.
you know, like, you know, I do want to say that in regard, you can't park at Steak 48. You have to valet. Keep that in mind, okay?
Oh.
So with that, the expectation of it is like, yes, you guys might not do regular things throughout the relationship, but you're gonna have to come close or top that, okay? You're gonna have to come close or top a $250 meal, okay? Like,
What do
and when you know what I
you?
think is the one of the things that like I would say is like the important aspect of this all is the fact that, you know, the way I look at it is when it comes to these restaurants, a lot of these restaurants are truly meant for a first date. Like the Cheesecake Factory one is absurd, okay? Because
Okay.
like Cheesecake Factory, like in my opinion, is a very qualified restaurant. Yes, you can say like it's a little overrated or it's a little bit pricey for like the type of food, or the menu is, you know, a little bit like there's too many options and shit like that. But if I were to tell you to go into any Cheesecake Factory right now and video your entire experience, I guarantee you there's little to nothing that you could complain about. Okay. Cheesecake Factory is not one of those restaurants, a well maintained like chain, you know. And yes, they might not have the best like menu as far as taste wise go, but I'd be damned if like I sit here and be like, well, it's terrible. No, it's very much good. You know what I'm saying? It is quality.
Good enough.
Good enough. Okay, that's a little bit undercutting it. I would say that, like, you know, on a scale of 1 to 10, Cheesecake Factory, in my opinion, is about a 7. You know, 7, 7 and a half.
Yeah, I would say a 7 is good enough. Like,
Yeah,
good enough isn't bad.
You know, like we have Copeland's. You know, I'm sure, Ray, you know
God,
about Copeland's.
fucking Copeland's.
Copeland's is just Louisiana version of Cheesecake Factory, but it's the same exact.
I would argue that's Piccadilly.
Oh no! Wait, nah. Time out. Because Piccadilly, that's different. Piccadilly is like a fucking 3. Piccadilly, in my eyes, is fucking Cracker Barrel. Okay, like if I'm taking you to Piccadilly's, then I'm convinced that I'm gonna say something racist. Okay.
So wait, would you say that Piccadilly is non-white Cracker Barrel?
No, Piccadilly is it's white people Cracker Barrel. Piccadilly is.
You just said it's white people,
is for black people. Okay, Piccadilly is black people. Is white people's Golden Corral.
Oh my god!
100%. Prove me wrong. Same day to show y'all the absolute difference in
your body will hate you.
Yeah, my body is gonna be absolutely just going through it. Okay, but you know, Piccadilly is It's first of all, it's called a cafeteria. Okay, Piccadilly. Just think of the name Piccadilly.
It's a weird name.
Very weird. What motherfucker say, oh
Deja.
shit, bro, we're going to eat a motherfucking Piccadilly today. Shit, that's like motherfucker saying, oh, I'm going to Barney's and Nobley's. You know, like, where?
Oh my.
Where you go? So, Piccadilly, out the fucking question. Same with Cracker Barrel. I hate Cracker Barrel. Every time I pass by a Cracker Barrel.
Dave, just shut up.
Every single day. I hate my wife. She said Pickle Willie.
Pickle Willie. I love Deja.
So, but yeah, so Piccadilly out the fucking question. Not eating at Piccadilly. I'm not taking you on a first date to Piccadilly and whatnot.
Taco Bell.
Taco Bell? Oh my, no!
Wait. What about an oldie that almost doesn't exist anymore? The Pizza Hut buffet. If you can find one.
You break out a fucking pizza reading coupon from 1997. This shit never expire. I could give me a 10-inch pan pizza. We could share it.
God, son, the pan pizza used to be so much better at fucking Pizza Hut.
Yeah. Oh yeah. 100%.
It used to be godlike, and then the 2000s hit, and it went downhill quick.
Yeah, motherfuckers started simplifying stuff, you know. But yeah,
they let Domino's get past them.
So here's a few. I think like it's questionable. The first one, and this is just because of my religious preference, because I am atheist. But church. How do you feel about being taken to church on a first? Do motherfuckers take motherfuckers to church on the first date? I didn't know that was the thing.
I'm all for people believing and practicing what they want, as long as they aren't forcing it on people that don't want it.
Yeah, fair enough.
That said, you trying to bring me to church for a first date is a huge red flag for me, because that makes me think that you are going to try to drag me to church every Sunday if we're in a committed relationship, and I ain't doing that shit no more.
What about you, Erica? Would you let your mans take you to church on the first date? Absolutely not. I can see you. Don't even lie. Don't even
believe in God and everything. And I'm Christian. I've never been one of those Christians that's like die hard. Like even when I was growing up, like my parents let us choose whether we wanted to go to church or not. Uh-huh. And you know, we just kind of like did our own thing. But I don't know. I feel like it is a bit of a red flag because it's like your church or like, you know, like it's just levels to it once again. And I wouldn't want that as like a first date because I feel like not everyone, but a lot of church people are phony and like don't be in there acting phony, catching the Holy Ghost. You're not really catching the Holy Ghost.
In there doing this shit. Yeah.
Like acting like you're good with that. And then nigga, I see you talking to all the church women too. I'm just like, damn, that's crazy. Like,
what's up, Sister Mary? Did you like smacks ass in the name of the Holy Ghost?
The biggest freaks be in the church. They always be doing the most. So me personally, no, because it's loud as hell and it's not really intimate. It's just, we're sitting next to each other and we're listening to other people talk. Like I'm talking to you. And then, you know, if you do talk in church, like people like scold you or like, you know.
Shut up,
so,
Sister She.
Yeah. Shut up, Sister Mary. How was the date? Like, no, sorry.
Nah, no, like I think also too, like especially the type of church that would be a very like restricting. Cause imagine it's like, oh yeah, we're going in church, and you're like, okay, I guess I'll follow through with it. And he's like, yeah, it's a Presbyterian church, and you're gonna have to wear this jean skirt. You know, you gotta cover your knees and everything like that. Like you gotta cover your ankles.
He's a Presbyterian.
If I do go to church, whenever whether it's funeral, actual church service, like I'm always covered, but like you're not gonna tell me, oh, you have to wear a skirt, no skin tone. I'm not going. But sorry, love. Catch me next time. I'm not going.
He goes to Erica. He's like, Erica, you gotta put on this fucking jean skirt, no question asked. And when it's the long ones too.
Oh no.
You know what? Don't even worry about me. I'm a lost cause because God stopped listening to me a long time ago. Like he's tired of my shit.
Yeah.
So
you're like, put this shit on. I bought it from Ross. It was $23.45. Okay, like you gotta put this on.
Oh, I'm gonna go to Sunday Funday, but like you go ahead. You got that.
Hey, here's one that really tripped me out. Okay, ice cream dates. What the fuck is wrong with an ice cream date?
I'm about to say,
What's wrong with that? They make
especially
it
in the
seem like
fucking
it's
summer.
childish. Yeah, I feel like I've seen something like I was looking at a post like with this screenshot, and people were saying like, "Oh, ice cream dates. That's like really childish. That's like for like kids and stuff." I'm like, have you seen like ice cream bars, like gelato bars and stuff like that? First of all, them shits are not cheap.
Yeah, some are high end.
Like,
also, it's just like that's one of the perks of being an adult with any form of stable income. You can indulge in those quote unquote childish urges, and you're not a child. You're an adult enjoying something you didn't get a chance to enjoy as much as a kid because your parents were paying for shit. Enjoy each other's company and the ice cream. It's just like, sounds fantastic.
Instant summer date.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, no, for sure. Like that one really threw me for a loop because it's like, why are you mad about an ice cream date? Like, what motherfucker like is mad about going on like a dessert date? And here's the thing too. Here's another thing I want to throw out there. Okay, most of these items on these lists work in conjunction with each other. For example, the movies and Chili's. You know, fucking Red Lobster and ice cream date. You know, or bowling and Olive Garden. Like, most of these things work in conjunction with each other. Usually on your first date, and granted, I haven't been on a first date in fucking 10 plus years, okay? But when I was going on first dates, like, a lot of these things we were going on multiple, like, at multiple places. You know, like my very first date ever, I would have got fucking crucified if they would have if this came around, because my very first date, we went to the movies. We went to go eat to what was that place called? I think it was called like China Buffet or something. But it was like it's called the Golden Walk. It was right next to Walmart on Pinhook. That place is not there anymore, by the way. Rest in peace to them. Fucking egg roll smacked. But yeah, went to a buffet, and then we went to the Hershey ice cream shop. That's 3 things on this fucking, and experienced my first erection. So like, I was just like, man, life is good. Life is great. Dude, I went back in the car. I was like, Mom, something happened down below. You know, and she had to explain that to me. So, not a great.
Oh God!
But
I want to say something about the bowling one because I'm just like, what's wrong with bowling?
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
I say that because I think a really good category of first dates or just dates in general is just like experiences, activities, like things you like actively do with the person you're on a date on. Because then like you're both actively participating and not just spending time with each other, but you're doing a thing together. Like you're fucking playing a game together. You're like on a ride together. Like your like experiences, like activities. I feel like those make huge good experiences.
Yeah, so and here's the thing, like, and bowling, that was the other thing that really tripped me out. I've seen some of the cutest shit happen at bowling alleys. You know what I'm saying? Like when you bowling with your partner and shit, y'all be all giggling because you're both hot ass and whatnot. And also like, but then like y'all start doing like little cuddle stuff, like y'all be hugging right behind each other and shit, or you know, just little trash talk with nothing crazy and whatnot. You know. And me, I'm a sightful person. Like, you know, when me and Dave used to go bowling, I'd always be looking at that thing. That thing was thangin'. So, yeah, but you know that's a different conversation. Anyway,
that thing be thangin'.
So as far as like bowling goes, like bowling is like I feel like it's one of the best like first day activities because there's really no like barrier for it. You know, you could be as bad as you want at bowling, but who's really sitting there and going like,
Never see you again because you rolled nothing but gutters.
Yeah, I'm gonna act a little bit like I don't bowl to just like get him to help me and get us to get a
yeah,
little
can
close.
you help me? My arm, it hurts.
Oh no.
But just to break the ice, because you know, like the first date is a little awkward. So I like dates
Yeah.
where like break the ice, or like it's more like it forces y'all to touch, or like, you know, to be somewhat by each other, intimate, whatever you want to call it. Like I don't understand what's wrong with bowling. Like, bitch, what's wrong with the movies? Especially when we were in like high school. Like,
Yeah, that was
the
a
movie,
staple.
yeah, and I feel like maybe guys more like the movies because like y'all be trying to do shit in the dark. Y'all know who y'all.
I'm guilty of that. I'm not even gonna front.
I can't lie. I've done that. I've done it once, but only once.
I got my football helmet polished and watching the Bourne conspiracy. I think it was the movie because I like the Jason Bourne movies and stuff. But next thing I know, I was getting my fucking mushroom polished. So it was just like
where no one can see, like y'all sneak and no one else knows. Like, been there, done that. But I don't mind it, and it's an excuse. Like I'm sorry, I can't talk. I've been on a first date, and like I'd already known him. Like we had been like kind of talking on and off, but like he lived somewhere else. Then he had just been like visiting where I was.
Yeah.
So he was like on it, and then like we ended up getting together. So it's like it's one thing like, you know, talking, and it's another thing meeting for the first time. So it was like a little bit, like each person's timid, each person's like holding back, like trying to be, you know, not doing too much. So it was nice to like, and then we could talk before, we could talk after the movie, and you know whatnot. So I like the movies. That'll never be out.
Yeah.
And bowling.
Oh yeah. Yeah, bowling and movies, like this is absurd.
I miss bowling in general, even not talking about dates.
Yeah, exactly.
Bowling's
like,
just fun.
It's literally just
play
fun.
bowling on sports.
Yeah, shoot. How the fuck you gonna be freaky in bowling? You talk about I'm gonna ride this dick while you sitting on the bench. What?
I in the movies, freaky in the movies.
Oh, freaky in the movie, yeah, no, that 100%, like that's easy. Like
movies, or what's another one? Oh, y'all know those restaurants where you dine in the dark, you'd be freaky in there.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Ray is like 45, so you don't know about these things.
45? I'm just awkward.
There are different experiences, and one is dining in the dark. So the only ones I can see are where they have like the night vision goggles. They lead you to your table and everything. Like you're not really supposed to get up. If you do, they lead you everywhere. But they have like different areas. Like a friend of a friend, not me, friend of a friend, went to one in another city, and they were like doing a whole lot of freaky shit in the back in a whole little reserved section, and nobody knew. Yeah, maybe the waiter, like
maybe the waiter.
They over there talking.
Look away.
Yeah.
Just imagine.
They over there talking about what's that sound? Why does it sound like a butter knife slapping a steak?
Mind the business that pays you.
Dude, why do I hear flap, flap, flap?
Yeah.
Ooh, ain't God good? Yeah.
Just imagine being that poor server, just coming with 2 drinks with night vision goggles on, and they just see
shit like that. No matter like where I am, I'm not trying to investigate. I know what the fuck's going on. I'm like, okay, like get to it. I see y'all.
It's that poor bastard. He's just like, all right, here's your margaritas. I'm running away now.
Yeah. He's like, I'm not trying to get any of the white sauce on me.
Just as he's disappearing back into the dark, you hear, here's protection.
Like, give us 5 minutes. We're still looking at the menu.
Yes. So the last one I want to talk about before we take a break is family functions. Okay, and this one was a wild card for me because I don't want to really meet your family on your first date.
Yeah, I was about to say that's a very dangerous double-edged blade.
Yeah, if you're kind of forced to meet like family members, like for example, like most motherfuckers don't have a car, like when they're 16, so like you're having to meet like their mom, their dad, and shit on their first date, you know. So I wouldn't necessarily say like that's a family function, but you're still gonna meet a family member,
Yeah.
and that kind of dictates the pacing of things. So,
I
but
feel like that's also different depending on the age group, though, because like as a kid, yeah, like that's a little more just like to an extent, you have relatively little choice about that sometimes.
yeah,
But as an adult, it's just like, okay, what the fuck is my family gonna be like if I bring this fucking new woman that I have not told them about to the fucking family cookout?
yeah,
It's just like, what? How do I handle this?
yeah.
Meanwhile, the date is just like, okay, then I'm meeting their people way sooner than I expected. I have to make even better of an impression because it's not just him, it's him and him.
I could imagine being in that situation and like let's say like you had a cousin that hated your ass, that just happened to be around. They're gonna say some slick shit, bro.
Oh,
They're gonna be like, "Hey man, what happened to Amanda like yesterday and shit? She came over, took your balls and stuff like that and shit. Didn't wipe her ass." And I'm like,
oh
remember
my
her?
god. Just that one scene, like, what the fuck? What are you what are you telling this person?
Yeah, no, that yeah, see that one, like, the more I think about it, the more I think that this one should have been number one.
As
Family
an
function.
adult, that I would argue that might be the worst
That
option.
probably would be the worst one. I'd say yeah, family functions, church, because
You
church is
know,
wild
wait,
for me.
Dylan, you know what would make it life would be even worse than church or family functions as an individual thing if they were the same thing.
Oh, that'd be horrible. Oh
Oh,
my god, that'd be
Like
so
a
bad.
Christian family gathering, like a Catholic family gathering as
Woo!
your first date.
Woo! A Catholic family gathering here in Louisiana, like as
Exactly.
your first date.
Horrible.
Everybody
I
drives F-150s.
like the only time it would not be a red flag if you went and you're around all the family on the first day is like, what if y'all had already been around each other? That other person had already been around your family. Like we all know each other. Maybe if we were already acquainted, it would be fine. But other than that, if you
Yeah.
already take me to meet your family, like red flag, you might be crazy. You might be
Yeah, no,
crazy.
yeah.
Yeah,
But
I'm like, well, what is this? Like, I was just trying to have some casual fun.
casual
Like,
fun. No, grab that Bible.
We gonna say grace before everybody eats.
Like,
I've never been introduced to family on the first date, but someone tried to like introduce me to some of their family when it wasn't even that. Like, it was literally just like casual sex. I'm just like, what the fuck? I'm like, I'm trying to be cool. I'm trying to be cool, but I'm just like, my face is saying, if I don't say it, my face will say it. And I'm just um,
like on a first date. Now I've met family like pretty early in like a relationship and stuff, like in the past and stuff. Like I remember actually dating somebody and their mother was racist and like
Oh.
yeah, so that was a situation. They practically they were under the impression that I was like blasting their daughter, which I very much was. And like I remember getting sitting there in the car because they were moving upstate, and like I remember getting in, and she was like, "You having sex with my daughter?" And I was just caught in a situation where like I couldn't lie because I'm sitting in the front seat with this lady, and I was just like, "Yeah, like we only did it twice, but and knowing goddamn well I was lying and whatnot." And then she pulls out a fucking knife and stabs. She had a Nissan Cube, and she stabs the fucking armrest of the Cube, and it's like, "You better not get her pregnant." Blah blah blah. I was like, all right, cool. And then later that day, we were packed into the back of a car and stuff because they were like grinding on me and like the whole ride. So here she is grinding on me right behind her mother and shit. And then I got back to the dorm, and that
So
was
she liked to play dangerously, is
yeah,
what I
that
hear.
was, by the way, that was quickest sex of
that
my
is
life. When I say like I must have got 2 strokes and like it was crazy. Okay.
the it is fun, but like going back to the mama, first of all, don't be getting that. Oh, you better not get my daughter pregnant. It's either you gave her the birds and the bees and it stuck, or it didn't stick.
Shoot.
We will find
I was
out.
sticking it.
We will find out.
I'm about to
We've-
say.
Like, we've all been there. Don't be asking no dumbass question. Are you having sex? I know, I will know my child to an extent, I'm sure. I'm sure you're gonna be stuck.
Yeah, and it was crazy thing because like the crazy thing
They're
was
fun.
like she was a virgin at the time when we first started dating. And
Took her
like,
virginity.
huh? Oh
Took her
yeah,
virginity.
robbed it. But
Robbed it.
but so when we first, and I don't want to say we didn't even start dating. We had just met up because she was a friend of like one of my friends and stuff, and like I was just helping her. She had went to like this house party and stuff, and then like something went awry, so she came over and shit. And we were just talking and shit in the dorm room. Next thing you know, I was like, yeah, you can stay the night. It's whatever and blah, blah, blah. And stay the night. And this girl was terrible. Like, you know, like she ain't, I don't think she would ever like really been with a person because when we started kissing, she had like braces and shit. Her braces, like it was pretty much kissing the front of a fucking Buick. Like, it was like her braces was like all over. I was like, hey, stop. Pause. Stop. Okay, let me help you out here. Okay,
like the clanging of shields.
Yeah, because I feel like I'm kissing a razor, like, you know. So, let me help you out. Okay, and then like eventually, like, cause she was going to university like 45 minutes away and stuff, so she would actually like, you know, come pick me up, yada yada. And I was like, yeah, this, you know, and I was just like, oh. Okay. Commences to, you know, like, so,
well,
yeah.
if there's any way for me to get back at this racism.
Yeah, combat racism, one sexual encounter at a time. But yeah, we're going to take a break. I want to come back. I'm hijacking spill the sauce. Not still the sauce. It should really be considered that because don't touch that dial. If you do, I'm probably gonna throw your best memory with your partner on this list as places not to go in the first day.
Secretly, he'll cry.
Yeah, be like, we went to the Caribbean. Be like, well, terrible place in the first date.
Do you remember Acapulco?
Yeah. So, all right, 5 minutes. We'll be back. Love you, face. ass had to go change like shirts because I was
You were getting
fucking
warm?
Hey, I was getting hot in that hoodie, man. Fuck. I realized how much wool that bitch had in it. I was like, I'm gonna throw this motherfucker. I'm gonna take this motherfucker off. So I just threw on this jersey, trying to recuperate. By the way, y'all see these guns? See these motherfucking muscles and whatnot? I lie. I'm so skinny, y'all.
Them BB guns.
Yeah, I would show y'all my pudge, you know, but I don't think like y'all want to see that, you know, my little dad bod, my little stum.
Oh, sweetie, I promise you, I've got more punch than you, and I'm not
okay.
a bother.
It's big nigga season anyway. Like, you know what I'm saying? The weather's getting cold. Motherfuckers, you know, need some extra warmth and stuff. So yeah, shoot, girl, shit, come here, shit, come grab all of this side boob I have. You know that
All of this natural insulation.
Yeah, shit, it's free too. It's free $99. Okay, shit. Well, anyway, like I said, I'm hijacking this week's spill the sauce, and it's still like in reference to our first topic, you know, about this fucking list. And honestly, it's in regards to, I guess, the demographic that's tied to this list, because I honestly think that if this, and I'm just throwing it out there, if this is real, okay, if actual women actually threw this list, you know, it has to be some hood bitches, 100%. And here's why. Here's why, okay? You know what's the one thing I didn't see on this list that I'm kind of astonished that I think should be on here?
McDonald's?
No, I mean, that'll be fast food chain. But take a wild gander. Like a wild guess. You want me to read this list one more time?
And this is something you think only ghetto people would want?
No, it actually it's not even something that people wouldn't want, but it's like it's one of those like red flag places, you know?
Jury duty.
Jury duty.
Is it a food place or?
It is not a food place. It is a location, though. It is a location.
Is it an activity?
No.
Is it Bella Noches?
No.
The park.
The park. No. If I saw the park on here, I'd be raging.
Sam, especially when it's nice out, like a nice like park, like just walk.
Exactly. Jill Scott
like
made
fucking
a whole
city
fucking song about walking
so,
in
like,
the fucking park.
Exactly, just like fucking, especially like right now when it's finally cooling down in New Orleans, fucking City Park, like near the Nome, like near Noma, such a nice fucking place to walk.
Yeah. Y'all want the answer?
Yes.
Yeah.
A hotel or a motel?
Oh.
Oh yeah, no, because you obviously just want to fuck.
Exact. It's not
So
on
the Tinder
here.
go-to.
I think this will be fuck what I said what number one was. I thought that would be number one place that women would not want to be taken to on a first date. Or any date for that matter. Like, say, girl, you trying to go to Motel 6? You trying to go to the Super 8? I'm not going to take you to the double trip.
Well, I feel like it might be a little situational because hear me out. Hear me out. What if you are dating a single parent and they have a sitter at the house and they're like, hey, do you want to get a hotel room for the night while we go do other stuff?
Yeah, but I don't think that's like, still, I don't think that's logical. Because let's be honest, it's a first date, and I think like single parents would want like their time is just really valued. You know what I'm saying?
True.
So I don't think
that's a fair point.
We want to be away from their children for an entire night on the first date, especially with a stranger. Like, they don't know.
That's fair.
You know? So, yeah, I'm like, the more I sit down on this, I'm like, a lot of this stuff is shit that I would get from like bougie ghetto people. And this would be people that are like, got fucking 4 kids. They want a nigga that makes $100,000 plus a year, that has his own house, his own vehicle. They expect them to take care of their kids. If they go on the first date, the kids have to come in. They have to pay for the kids and shit. Like, you see what I'm getting at? Like, you know.
So the basis of smoking out the window.
Yeah, like, it's just a bunch of shit. Like, like I feel like it's a bunch of stipulations. As far as this go. Now, like I said, I could be wrong. This could all be like clickbait, but I really don't think that, like, fucking Red Lobster, like, Red Lobster is not a bad restaurant. Like, everybody loves cheddar baked biscuits. Maybe one motherfucker that don't like Red Lobster cheddar baked biscuits. For God's sake, they sell the fucking.
I don't like.
Don't you do this to me? Don't do this.
I don't like. Friend, you know this.
You bullshitting.
No, I'm so. I ask anyone that's close with me. I don't like cheese. I'm sorry.
Are you lactose intolerant, or do you just not like it?
It just has always made me sick since I was a kid.
You've been to my house multiple occasions, and I've made cheddar baked biscuits almost every time.
I never ate them.
Where the fuck was I
never
ate
them.
Not notice that you don't like cheddar baked biscuits? There's no way. There's no way.
Ask Tracy. I don't eat cheese.
I'm gonna ask him. I'm gonna ask him after. I should call him right now and be like, let me.
Yeah.
Let me see.
So do you not like pizza then?
Okay. Is this a safe place?
Yes.
It is a safe.
Like cheddar, but I like goat cheese, Parmesan, and mozzarella. So more like white cheeses.
Okay,
so
that's fair.
Hello.
Yeah, Tracy or not.
Hey,
Tracy,
friend, how's it going?
makes this like cheese. Dip.
I'm airing my show right now, and I just heard some absolute malarkey. I just want you to confirm this for me, okay?
Oh no! Put him on speaker.
Why? I have him on speaker. Okay, Tracy.
Trace.
Erica really don't eat cheddar baked biscuits?
I don't eat cheese.
Why you still friends with her?
That's just not her thing. Such a loaded
question. You don't eat what? You don't. Oh yeah, I forgot. You don't eat. But soup is understandable. But the Red Lobster cheddar baked biscuits.
No.
I mean, it's Vegas though. Like the Vegas air is filled with semen and cocaine.
Oh my God! On the strip.
I guess. All right. Well, thanks for confirming with me. She's not my host anymore after this. So I'm kidding. All right. Thank you.
I thought this place. There's nothing wrong with not liking cheese.
Yeah, no, there's and I'll be honest. I'm being extreme. It's just it really didn't process to me because most of the time when I'm cooking and shit, like I just cook and motherfuckers eat. So I just be like, okay, and 9 times out of 10, I have nothing left. So that's why I was like, I've made this like multiple occasions. So motherfuckers have been eating your biscuit. she been sliding the biscuit on the table.
Too, like even okay, I don't like mayonnaise, I don't like sour cream, but if it's like in something and I can't taste as much as like disguise, I don't mind. Like I'm older now. Like when I was younger, I was like, no, I'm not gonna eat that. When I was a little breakfast, but like now I'm old enough, I'm like, oh, okay, like fuck it, just leave the avocado in the California roll. Like I'll just eat it. Like it tastes better with everything together versus like if you take it out, it changes like the entire flavor. No, but sure. I mean, it depends, and I'm not gonna be like choosy when like someone's nice to like y'all were nice enough to be like having us at your house and like cooking for us. So I'm not gonna be like picking choose. I'm not gonna make a big deal. I don't like cheddar baked biscuits. I'm just not gonna say anything. I'm just not gonna get it. But like,
yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Like, but like I'm talking about like in regards to this list, like I feel like these are people, bitches, and I hate to like just be like feel like I'm being so disrespectful, but
you are.
Oh my God. Okay. I have to make you understand something. If a motherfucker is sitting here and agree with this list wholeheartedly, they can't be good. They can't. Because you literally gonna be pissed off that I took you to fucking some of these I can understand. Fast food restaurants, of course. Goddamn, somewhere that requires a long drive, your safety is important. Obviously, yeah. Sporting events though, like you don't want like
You courtside, bitch. What's the problem?
right. If I gave you a courtside ticket to a Lakers game, you mean you not
Of
gonna
course.
go?
I don't even like the Lakers like that. I will go. Like,
Yeah, like
anything, I will go.
and then
It's
like
still
like Chili's and fucking like Applebee's. I can understand Applebee's is really garbage, but like
fucking gross.
Chili's Southwest egg rolls. You mean to tell me you're not gonna fuck up some Southwest egg rolls?
I'm gonna fuck up the honey chipotle chicken tenders because that's what I do.
Exactly. Like I can't.
This is a brief tangent, Dylan. When you
Yes, I was.
God,
waiting for
my
it.
mom used to take me there all the time as a kid
Yeah.
before Katrina. That shit, I miss Ryan so
I
much.
I wake up every single day hoping and praying that someone somewhere out there would great date. They over here talking about buffets and shit. Ryan was you could do no wrong with Ryan.
Exactly.
You could do
Bro,
no
like
wrong.
Golden Corral
Wait, hold up.
is like here. Ryan's is here.
Hold up, time out. Erica, you ain't never been to a Ryan's because you're real silent right now.
I think it was Southern.
No, I'm from the West Coast.
Oh yeah, you're right. You are from the West Coast. You got that. My bad. Sorry for trying to.
Yeah, I think Ryan's was a
digital
Southern chain.
crucifixion.
But like, God, that shit was immaculate. I wish I could have eaten there as an adult
The
and a
fucking
taking child.
rolls.
God, the rolls.
So like, let me throw some shit out there that makes me think that hood bitches made this list. Okay, the hotel and the motel. That's number one. Okay. Number two, a block party.
Block party kind of busting. What's the problem with the block party?
It depends on the neighborhood.
At a block party, a first date.
It depends on the neighborhood.
And then here's my thing about sporting events, because like, what if I take you to like Southern Homecoming, or like Bayou Classic, like Southern versus Grambling? What if I take you to that? That's a sporting event. Like, would that change your perception? You know?
What about
regardless? Like, I don't even watch hockey. It could be hockey, nigga. It could be baseball. I can't follow, but it's the experience, the good vibes. You know what happens in the game? Oh, you saw the fans. They started fighting. Damn, that's crazy.
That's crazy. That's fun. Shit, look. We went to that UNLV game and shit. And I don't even fuck with them. I didn't even go to the school, but it was still fun. Like, it was still like the experience was great and shit. I also drank a lot of fucking Modelo that day. Yeah, that Modelo. I was like fucking double chaliced up with the Modelo. And I had to piss a lot after that game too. It was crazy. But yeah, shit. They say like the gym is a kind of an awkward one. And why not? Because who goes on a date or like on a gym at the gym?
Brats. Like I like going to the gym, but like I wouldn't choose that as a first date because like I don't want you to already see me sweating. Like unless we're fucking. Other than that,
yeah,
like,
obviously that's the only time I want to see you sweat. Shit. I want your body grease on my body grease. Okay.
Yeah.
Why did you just say body grease?
I don't want him to see me struggling lifting these weights. Damn it!
Yeah, she over here can't fucking lift a 5-pound weight.
Fighting for my life, trying to lift this, and then he's looking at my lifting face. Like, no.
She over there talking about. He's like, "Oh, come on, babe, do a curl." You over here talking about.
You're just next to him and he's popping squats better than you could.
Yeah, he over there talking about, "What's up, babe? Ah, 1, 2," and you're like, why this mother?
It was awkward, but like, there's certain exercises where like certain parts of the female and male body kind of jump out a little bit more than the others. Little 3D action.
Yeah, you ever seen some burpees in with a nigga wearing fucking 4-inch shorts? I've been wearing the 4-inch shorts doing the burpees.
You know, they're wearing those compact Nike leggings, like.
Oh yeah, them compact leggings. They showing everything. That Nike Pro.
And I'm just gonna be like, and I'm not even trying to look at it, but like, I'm not gonna not look. Like, I'm gonna try to be discreet.
But I feel like that's intentional though. Like, shoot,
Yeah.
girl, I want you to look. Girl, I want you to look and see this package down here look like an 8-ball. Like,
Yeah.
come on.
Like you don't even have to do all that because for me, most of the time, like I'm very good with my eyes,
Okay,
so I can
X-ray
tell.
vision. She.
We're working with the third leg. I can tell when he has big dick energy. I can tell if he's already like good in the bedroom. If you do too much talking, you're not. X, Y, and Z. Like here and there, when he wears certain things, like that motherfucker's gonna poke, and I can see the outline. But like they'll be taking me on a gym date and then have the hoochie daddy 4-inch inseam shorts, and the motherfucker's just jumping. Cause don't get mad if I start looking. I'm just be like, damn. Like I'm just gonna be like.
But looking and experiencing though, you could look. I think you can have a tripod, but the tripod could be dead.
I'm looking at it and I'm just imagining myself getting tossed like a fucking Caesar salad.
Nah, you're probably gonna be laying there like a board.
Light as a feather, stiff as a board.
Like a folding chair. Okay, I'm just imagining. I'm like, damn. Like I just know the sex will be busting, but okay, what were you saying?
Yeah, no. So that doesn't mean the sex will be busting. But back to my point, like I do think that a lot of these, like, all I could think is a motherfucker with multiple kids and fucking that just like probably will throw me on child support and shit or get me trapped and when I'm making this list. There's no way. Some of this shit don't make sense. It don't. Like, and I think a lot of these places are starter like relationship, like let's call dating what it is, because one of the big things is like when they made that video, like that lady like follow up and it's like, oh, it's courting, like you should court me and stuff. First of all, what motherfucker is saying courting? This is not the Renaissance era, okay? I'm not a fucking jester. So
may I have your blessing to marry your daughter?
Exactly, shit. You're not a duchess and I'm not a fucking duke. Secondly, when it comes to dating, all dating is information gathering. That is all it is, okay? And yes, it's true, you probably have done some of this before, but for the most part, you're getting information about this person to see if they are going to be beneficial to you to be around. You know what I'm saying? Like later on, whether that be for emotional support or financial support, things like that. Like dating is really just information gathering, okay? And if some of these places don't scream that, because where do you want to go? And that's the biggest question I have about this. Where, for every motherfucker that agreed with this list, where did you want to go on a first date?
Hopelands.
Tell me. You want to go to a cemetery? Like,
I mean, hold on. There are we can't forget, goth culture is a thing.
That's true.
There are motherfuckers that like that.
But I'm talking to the masses, and most motherfuckers, I think, is ghetto motherfuckers, these bougie motherfuckers and shit. I'm trying to tone it down, but there's no way that this list was not made by these motherfuckers, because this is so absurd. And anybody that agree with it is fucking stupid, and I think they're a liar, because there's no way that out of 28 items you have not experienced a single one of them on a first date. Where'd you go? You had to go on a first date in order to have that kid, unless you see us getting blasted, fucking leaving a club one night.
Oh my god.
Am I wrong here? Like, you know, is it too much to ask? Where would you go on a first date if you were restricted to not go to any one of these places on this list? I gave you two. We either go on a motel, a hotel, or we're going to a garage.
A garage.
Yeah. I hope you got some loud pack, because we're about to hotbox
or
this bitch.
A date in the car, just sitting in the driveway.
Yeah. We're sitting in a fucking driveway listening to fucking Q95.5 and shit. Ads playing, and now you got Louisiana ghetto music playing. Like, this is what you want to do.
You just pick them up and drive around your block, listening to Stevie G and Teapot.
Yeah. Like, I can't do anything based on. I can't take you to fucking dinner. I can't take you to like experience some basic things and shit like that. You want me to blow $1,000 on you on a first date? No, I don't know you. Okay, there's an expectation to be had with this. That first date is that trial and error point. Like, if you like me and you fuck with me and stuff, then I could treat you to a little bit more exquisite stuff. But it's the first date. I'm not taking you to Ruth Chris or Charlie G's. I'm not doing that. If I gotta fucking sit there and look at the menu and it requires me
saying with that, it is for me personally, like I welcome the chivalry and the being courted. I 48 off the bat. Like I'm fine with cheesecake. You know, how lot did he put into this more so versus like why the fuck did he take me to Cheesecake Factory, you know?
Right. So, with that being said, I think that it's so wild that there's such a heavy expectation on the first date. And this is not to say that a man shouldn't court a woman or vice versa, to expensive places. But what I am saying is that nobody wants to go on a first date to an expensive place and still get turned down, you know. And I think that most of the motherfuckers that agree with this list, these motherfuckers only see dating and relationships as transactional, as we only want something out of it. And I think that's what really like kind of like I don't think I could be in the dating space currently because of that. Like, dating 10 years ago and shit is far different than what it is now because there's so much expectation and not only that but social media inflates this expectation far more, whereas in the past, like going to the movies and bowling and having a quick meal and stuff like that, like that was great, and nobody worried about the money factor behind it. But now and shit, you gotta plan fucking a goddamn prom date to go on a first date.
It's more important not to get so hung up on like where you go, because like a nigga could take me to Steak 48. I keep saying this because it's the only thing that popped in my head that's expensive.
It's a great place, by the way. I like amazing.
He could take me to Steak 48 or Catch. That's a great restaurant too. But if he's not really into me, like he's just more like you meet those people are just, very into themselves, talking about themselves, or like I can feel the vibes aren't there, or it's just very superficial. Like it's more like he looks good on paper, but like he may be like a shitty person. Like he could take me here, but like I could actually have a better time with the guy that takes me to Cheesecake Factory. So
exactly.
Just because like a nigga could take you to like that place doesn't mean like okay, like gotta have a rich nigga, because sometimes like the rich niggas aren't the best. Sometimes like the lesser, I don't want to say lesser, the niggas that aren't rich, aren't the best too. But I'd rather take my chances over there because like I don't really see a difference, to be honest, but that's just my preference. But it's just like a lot of girls like get hung up on that, like, oh, the superficial, and then they allow themselves to be like treated like shit, or like whatever comes with that kind of lifestyle. And it's crazy. It's like we get so like hung up on that. We don't care like how's this person treating me. Like perfect example, the NBA girls, like athletes, girlfriends and wives. Athletes, musicians, all of them are known for being dogs and cheating. Not all, but most. He's on the road traveling. Oh, he cheats. He's a serial cheater, but oh, it's okay. He comes back and brings me a gift. No, it's not rocking. No.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I agree. So, yeah, enough about like all this food stuff. Because by the way, this episode is making me extremely hungry and stuff. Yeah,
I love it.
She over here smacking trail mix with the M&Ms. We not even sponsored by M&Ms. Get that shit off the screen. M&M not cutting me a check.
I got it from Costco. It's fire.
Oh, from Costco? Yeah. So my buddy of mine chewed my ass out because I still haven't eaten Costco pizza.
Oh my god.
I have to go.
No,
I have to go. I have to go.
I have it.
Dylan.
I have it.
When we went to the game,
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Dylan, you gotta have
I don't
Costco
remember
pizza.
it. I don't remember it. I don't think I probably didn't even eat a slice.
Like
That's
Costco pizza has no business being as amazing as it is.
I can say I ate it, and I don't remember.
Deja, I believe you. I can smack one whole box to myself.
Same.
And no, I don't care. I can smack it all, and I'll do it.
Same.
My buddy PJ, him and his girlfriend, they live in Minnesota. Him and his girlfriend go to Costco every Tuesday to get pizza.
I don't blame them because it's cheap as shit, and it's so much food, and it's so good.
Wait, Freddie, have you had the hot dog and soda combo? Please tell me.
I have not had the shaboing boing.
You need the okay?
What'd you say?
You need the glizzy in your mouth on that one.
Absolutely not. I'm damn sure not.
Oh,
No.
hold your tongue, because you've never had Costco food. So until then, you can't speak on the matter. You need to go cultured, and then you can come back and have a seat at the conversation table.
You got to try that chicken bake too.
Oh damn!
I have not eaten any food
The
from Costco's food court.
That's so good.
Freddie,
They just said we're going to Costco tomorrow.
I say go to Costco. There you go. Go have a low maintenance, cheap day.
So
and
I
go
guess
crazy.
I'm the broke nigga Keith Lee because I fucking gotta go to Costco, Piccadilly, and go to the crowd tomorrow. God, fuck. I'm really gonna take my. You know, I'm not even gonna talk about our last. Our last topic was talk about niggas, if they were gonna be wrong or not for like taking goddamn being stopped on a traffic stop and being arrested because the police saw goddamn 46 cases of oxtail.
It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, like
so random.
46 packs of stolen meat. That's what it was. But majority of it was oxtail. Oh wait, let me ask y'all a question. Who do you think is wrong, the police or the motherfuckers that stole the oxtail? Because the police was just doing a routine traffic stop, and they just asked them, like, you know, where all this meat come from. Pause.
That's what she said. Where all this meat come from?
Wow. Wow.
I couldn't resist. I'm sorry. Okay.
No, I'm glad you did, because if you didn't, I was going to.
Perfect. I had to get it off my chest.
Oh my god.
There's a couple things I don't know. What was the ethnicity? What was the race of the person that was stopped?
One of the niggas had an ankle bracelet, by the way.
Oh.
What was the ethnicity of the officers?
I actually don't know. Let me see.
Side note, that happened here in Houston. It's like 30 minutes from me in an area called Cypress.
Yeah. No, it did happen out there. Yep. Yeah, it was a shit ton of oxtail. Oh my god! Like I didn't realize how much. It's a shit ton of oxtail.
What killed me was crazy. They had it just laying out on the cop cars, like not the oxtail.
Exactly. They had it laying out like if these motherfuckers caught like goddamn kilos of crack and shit. And it's not just that, but there's like tomahawk steak, shrimp, ribs, some shrimp. It looked like stew meat in the back. I really didn't look at these bitches like hard enough, man. Bro, that's a lot of oxtail though. I'm not even gonna cap. That's a lot of oxtail. Holy fuck. I heard that they just had it like laying around like in the car and shit, which is why they asked. But my thing is like if they asked, I would just told them like, yeah, I didn't want a bag at the store. Cause you know, like some stores like charge it charges for bags. So like I don't know if Buddy just snitched on himself or what.
Yeah. Like, bro, just say like you're buying for a function and you're late or some shit.
Yeah, something like that, man. It says that they stole from 4 different grocery stores, totaling out to $1,129.
God damn.
46 packs of meat. That's a lot of meat. Pause.
Nah.
I'm not having Erica catch me lacking.
If she's saying, "Oh, this is a lot of meat," come on, girl. You know you happy with that meat. Anyway,
Yeah.
if I was him and I got stopped talking about what you doing with all this meat, I'd be like, I'm not gonna lie. We're having a family reunion. I'm in charge of getting the meat. I went to Walmart, and you know how Walmart is. They ain't had no fucking bags.
Yeah,
So
well,
here-
they had to say it for like multiple stores because like
Yeah.
one was definitely Walmart, but the other one was, I guess, a store called Food Town. So because it has like they labeling and stuff in there. But
Yeah.
Buddy had a whole ankle monitor on in his little tan Nike jumpsuit, man. Looked like he got some tech fleece on. Oh, why not? But
Rest in the tech fleece, my nigga. Oh
yeah,
my god.
he got some fucking Air Force One mids on. And shit, man. Damn. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, that's not the move, buddy. Like, I don't fucking know. I think they're kind of stupid because I feel like they should have lied. Like,
Oh yeah, no.
you know, now I would say like the cops though, like it's unfortunate because nobody's gonna be eating that food. Then niggas gonna.
Oh yeah, no, that shit's dead.
Yeah, that shit evidence. Y'all putting that in evidence. That shit is getting thrown away.
That shit gonna stink.
Yeah,
That's just a waste of food.
Yeah.
All because 2 niggas wanted to steal it and be stupid.
Yeah. That's crazy, man. Like, that's a lot of food, man. I love oxtail. That shit's delicious. When fucking Jamaicans, yeah, you go to authentic Jamaican Caribbean like restaurant, them fucking oxtails, you'd be fucking ready to bite your nails trying to get the flavoring out, you know? Shit, that shit is goated. So, yeah, I mean, more of the story, like, if you got meat hanging around in your car, pause. You know, just tell police you ain't got no bags. Y'all not catching me lacking, okay? No, sir.
Because my mind the gutter. My mind instantly went to the gutter.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I know you. Yeah, shoot, you over there talking.
You might be in the car and the meat's hanging out. You know, can you do?
What the fuck? I'm concerned. So, well, anyway, I think I'm gonna wrap up this show right there tonight. That's enough talking about meat. Pause. And then, yeah, shut up.
Never enough.
Shut up. Now, thank you guys for coming. Obviously, you know, it's always great to have another show in the air. We'll be back next week, of course, with another episode of Sauce Talks, and obviously more laughs, more goodness. Guys, we are getting really close to our 50th episode. We're right there. This was number 48 right here. So we're getting really close, man. Can't wait to do this motherfucking pizza party. And when I'm bringing Hennessy.
When is the 50th episode then?
2 weeks from now. Wait, I could tell y'all guys for sure. So
I can't.
Wouldn't it be 3 technically? Because, well, no, like if y'all do next week without me, then that will be 2.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. So Ray will actually not be here next week. So, you know, well, it'll probably be me and Erica rocking. And we'll probably have somebody here to in your stead, you know, treat it like
y'all got that shit. Y'all are funny as fuck. You'll be fine.
Ah, yeah, ha, funny wee, ha. So stuff. Yeah,
We'll start going at each other's throats. It'll be hilarious.
I know. I had to call in a friend for cheddar baked biscuits.
It's all love, friend.
I know. I'm sorry. You know, I just sometimes some shit just astonishes me. I don't be paying attention a lot of times too. Okay, so.
But I'm lucky enough. Like the foods I don't like are the more like fatty foods. So it's kind of like guys, because I don't like cheese. I don't like guacamole. I don't really like avocado. I don't like dairy. So
Yeah,
it works.
it works because like you always clear a plate in my place, so it's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Sure.
I was gotta eat everything on your plate.
Yeah, you was not fucking around. I'd be like, "You're done," and she.
Better biscuit on my plate, but I
Yeah, she didn't put the biscuit on the plate, but
I looked at it and said that's crazy, and I went and sat down and cleared my plate.
unbelievable. So, anyway, our 50th episode will be November 12th, so in 2 weeks or so, and but I'm super excited for that. I have some things planned. I'm hoping I can bring them to fruition, but that'll be our day for our little pizza party, baby. So I'm excited for that. Bring your liquor, bring your plates, your pizza and stuff. Who knows? You yourself might be on the show if you're watching, So yeah, that'll be, a little
Oh my
fun
God. You should go shot for shot.
Yeah, every time I say fuck, I gotta take a shot. That'd be crazy.
Oh.
Oh God.
You gonna get fucked up.
Yeah. Hey.
So red. He's gonna be so red in the face.
Yeah.
That's
yeah. And it'll be a show pretty much just talking about experiences over, the past 2 years that we've been rocking with you guys. And, of course, a big thank you to you guys because, of course, without y'all, we wouldn't be here. So, it's great. It's great to come every week and, and laugh with you guys and, support us and stuff. So we greatly appreciate it. But other than that, I don't feel like crying right now. So we're going to go ahead and end the show. Follow us on the social, of course, at The Sauce Talks on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. You can find us all there over there. And, support us. And also, if you know anybody that think will enjoy the show, we are all streaming platforms and stuff. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Rizzler. I don't even think that's a real one, but
Rizzler.
I don't know the actual name of all of them. So, but yeah, we everywhere. You can find us everywhere. So, come check us out. And as always, y'all keep it saucy. Yes, sir, baby. I got my chair flip, man. There we go. So we'll be back